that ground ball or at least that strikeout.
First the 2-2. Second to get one, not in. For the Orioles, that is the exact guy you want up in that situation.
What do I have to do to put the ball in play and try to lob it into the outfield?
Texas Ranger, who does have, you're looking pretty good way. It's Outman. Pitch.
Yeah, just kind of a standard 4-pitch mix. Both the fastball, sinker, recently signed a big 5-year extension, making him the highest paid.
It's a 4th-round pick back in 2018, but the Orioles really like him as one of the anchors.
It's got that natural action to it, and it's very late. And
see what the league's done against that fastball. I mean, 5 speed pitches thrown. McGonigal flicks this out to aim by his skill set to a T. He's the 7th best player, according to wins above replacement, in all of Major League Baseball. In all of Major League Baseball in wins above replacement.
And he plays every game, leads the league in games caught. And he's mixed around too. He's hit second, he's hit fifth.
2-2.
It was just a small little try to just get a piece of.
Been only in that 3 games in May, nobody 2. 2-2.
Not. We'll go around, left to right. Taylor Ward and Chadwick Trump doing the catching.
Who was put on waivers to left center. That's a bait. You were going to make a
hammer pitches up there. Just when you think, how does he do that?
There's some of that in there.
Just jumps to mind.
2-0 to Riley.
Might be one of those 4-seam fastballs. Rip at it.
3-1.
Before ending the game on a strikeout.
Against breaking balls. I wonder if this is a fastball again. 3-2.
Here and just expand that strike zone and swing at that ball 4.
Hitter's really 0-1. Mayo clears it.
That Eduardo Valencia.
That certainly is. He's going to jam for second.
Just kind of not swam around, but
out of the picture at the same time. That is a highly athletic move.
Back somehow.
Side of third, 2-1. Years ago that the Orioles saw as in his rookie year in 24 and lost in the wild card round to Kansas with a lot of injuries and some faults in the roster last year. More 2.5 out of a wild card spot today.
And Baltimore just good starting pitching.
Foul out of down in the playoff race. 2-2 to Mayo. 3-2. Past Keith. Shortstop play is to first.
A slow roller to McGonigal, and there's that high chopper from Jeremiah Jackson. He came up and made sure he got an out at first.
Here's Chad.
Applies a tag.
Fourth now. 6 games last year, 6 games this year. This is 13th. 444. Because he played August 13th, 2020. This underneath. But Pozo's more of a bat than a catcher. Truly.
With the bases loaded also earlier in that game. So
1 strike on Beavers. Into right field. That comes Mayo with run number. Montero's thrown 30 pitches. They've been
this damage. I know there was a big error that led to a run, but
for Toronto, when they have scored, they've struggled to score, but he's been a big part of their offense.
Side. Dylan setting up inside too. That power that he can hit it the other way, not just the pull side.
Goes inside out, got a base hit. Beavers
was setting up. I thought maybe they were going to throw the sinker in on the hand. Right.
You see that? I mean, he has gone oppo more this year than
77 off the bat. It was just perfectly located and strong guy.
Breaking ball. Montero, a glance at Alonso. 0-2.
Maybe show him that 4-seam fastball up a little bit. There you go.
It's a fastball. McKinstry. Cleveland goes and does something. That's a base hit. It's to the Tigers.
As I'm getting into third, now it's just a matter of somebody picking them up.
To the point where those hits over the weekend on Saturday, I believe, looked like they were out of the zone, but how you was telling me.
I'm hitting it hard somewhere.
Still going at the track. Crushed that ball.
Did that.
Over 162 from Baltimore and the Tigers. The person on the bases, and Leody Taveras makes a poor read in center field. The Tigers, for both teams, in the last less than a week. Point this year.
I mean, you can jump up these standings pretty quick, like Boston. But I mean, you know, there's how many teams in front of the Tigers? They're in front of you. Then you go to Ath, who is really pick up some ground there. Then you go to San Francisco, another team that's scuffling.
I think people would feel differently about the Tigers.
Then, yeah, the big series, you might be able to jump ahead of Cleveland. No, you know what? Yeah, you're ready to figure out what your champ.
That's a question to be answered. More with the lead after a 2-run second inning.
The Twins' expected record based upon who they're playing, they can shove into a computer. But can they? Can it spit something? Wow, you know what? This team or that team's going to be really tough to overrun.
Playoffs, according to Fangraphs, are 31% and change. There's been, in part of the calculus for this front office and my limited the route. He'll get it to second. McGonigal in the 2024 season. And then 2025, the wrong direction. American League hierarchy. If the Tigers, you have to go in blind, though. So that is maybe one of the most difficult choices to make. Part of it is, so you can do it. You can shove
their chances going forward.
Them exactly. Distance to third, and the Orioles, just to kind of cap that, the odds are pretty well level.
And it's a little bit of a poker game. You get to know your front office in Cleveland going to buy the office competition on what you think they're.
Line drive to left. That's a basing off the spin throw, hasn't it?
It's just one of those games where that struggling Orioles offense strikeout, yet not a whole lot of swing and miss.
It's up and loosening. If other teams in their division are gonna, but on the counter to that, I understand the fan sentiment of always wanting to go for it. Raised him. So the bases are loaded. Get a message from Tiger Law, shall we?
If you've been injured,
bases loaded, 1 out. Top 3. Trump. And a 2 and a 3.
And a 3. There it is. Oh gosh. I was looking forward to
the Priority Club doing the game tomorrow. So all of
and they're a lot of fun. Put the whammy right on the Orioles.
Hitting, he's 2 for 2. Really fun to watch that young man play for a lot of years to with how hard he plays, how looping liner to second. He loves baseball. And the way this city loves baseball, it feels.
Then he strikes out. And you know that how many home runs get stronger? You know, is that going to be a.
Far today, Jackson the feed, hot for both pitchers. Traffic everywhere. We have not seen it. Outman is underneath.
Everything in Cater's arsenal that you expect him to get. There it is, and then hopefully the bats will come alive.
Running AZ Plan lessees can lease a Ford F-150 XLT Super Crew for $290.
You know, if you could get through under 10 pitches, top of the order, you take that.
Letting us know the challenge is coming. We'll all watch together, and it is a strike. Good challenge by Trump.
Zone.
And then a high fastball struck him out. So this
hitter and goes out there to make sure they're on the same page.
Rarely do you see a
took advantage.
On the right field side for he is on his way to second.
Line. Get off to a good start here in the fourth. They get too tricky, and well, you know, we got him last time. He's seen too many of them. Let's try some. You know, and it's and they end up smoking.
Plays it on a hop. That was a late start.
Looked like he just, that first pitch was that slider, and he just, with that single to right field.
Everywhere. 2-0.
Throwing the ball a little bit better. Just need to pick up a couple of runs here.
It's the fifth full count for the team. It's not challengeable, as you may know. So Chad.
Share. Be nice to get a walk right here. Load the bases up. To Zach McKinstry, he did not throw good curveballs to Riley Green against that slider. With the curveball, he has not been able to land.
Fairly well as how Lee stands in. Here we go, bases loaded. No ball in starts. And to the left side is Outman against Bradish. Balance of the inning.
How important it was. A challenge. A mountain. Got to keep picking up runs here, though.
And again, with no changeup to speak of. That's the slow stuff against the lefty.
Comes in and you're thinking it's going to cut, and it goes the opposite direction.
Tavares is back for run number 3, and he is so aggressive in moments like that on first pitches. Not productive to look backward in seasons like this, but when
productive at bat.
That's a roller to Alonso.
Just lighten things up, guys swinging and missing, getting a lot of strikeouts. Now that his team got him back in work.
Straight away second base, America Park. The Tigers in a 4-3 deficit in the fifth. Brennan Hanafy is up and loosening in the Tigers bullpen.
You know, that pitch count is Clydeman. They're going to be very careful with him. You know,
you don't even have a wood block in the booth. You just the line, and it is leaving. At 14 up. Holiday is for him this year.
Yeah, just one of those outings where it looked like
Virginia native,
which he's been getting used to. They're using him a lot. Below 300 now.
Being something of a specialist on, and this is exactly the
right-handed hitters. Hitter and get it hit on the ground.
Deep left field, veering at the
Tigers bullpen.
On pick of the Orioles back in left side. It's Keith.
The bottom of the fourth, you're right back within a run.
Has scored 6 of the 7 runs tonight for Baltimore here, and they're up 7-3 in the fifth.
Up with all the success that he's had.
Tigers trailing 7-3. First pitch strikes. Montero was 14 for 24 first pitch strike.
And both first pitch strikes and strikes overall.
Yeah, his strikeouts were built on called strikes.
Way. Spells trouble.
Second down for a hit. Colt Keith, who tomahawked a single above the zone in the first.
As soon as Josh Naylor's name pops up, you picture him and say, oh, yeah.
He does. Away.
A sandwich, right?
Yeah.
Isn't there a red?
Oh. 0-2.
Nice job, just like the Tiger.
It's still going. He kisses. There was lapped. He doubled last time on a breaking ball in the fourth, late in the count, and he
for a strike. Looking for a little bit of length and still hoping to get a little length.
3-1 coming. He can't throw.
Bring it back.
Late, and it's
Outman did. That's a big, big out. And that helped Trump make that stab.
You have Wolfram and Garcia, who threw both Friday and Saturday, and they're pretty taxed. 1-1. Underneath it, Itler's on his way home. Keith to...
Boy,
whoa!
That was extremely close.
It's a hit. It's 7-5. Cano fishes it out and throws.
Game was to be played in Detroit in 51, I believe it was.
It's just towards, especially at the end, on his deathbed, especially one with Ty Cobb that you were...
Lifelong friends, and Ty Cobb following year.
Side windows pitching change, so it is 8-5. O'Neill a pinch hit home run.
I know.
This...
And they busted up the president of the DAC.
Cared so much about his legacy to do something like that.
Obviously was not born yet, but as a year
Victim from the Detroit River.
was right around the time that Harry Houdini died in a boating accident.
Still in the walk to Gunnar Henderson.
Dominates for a few innings, and I know A.J. Hinch would really... Perfect.
Harry Heilman didn't start every day, even though he won a batting title. Under hit against lefties. Why doesn't Harry Heilman bat every day?
So much similarities between 100 years ago and now.
2-2 on Ward.
A little bit further outside.
You bet your... There he goes. Loves it and throws it.
He started with that 3-2 pitch. Ball was baited into that to throw it.
Leading the Orioles in year number 1. 112. 1-2. A shine that makes you think the daytime heating could threaten you later on.
It's a cloud and not that wildfire that we experienced. Downswing over the top.
Three and two. Oh, deep right of a play. James Outman against Yennier Cano. Hitters aren't looking for anything going away from left-handers. 8 behind Cano.
With all the ground balls that Cano gets, he has not been striking out many.
Focus up.
How does he exit?
He's looking in for the sign on the 1-1. And it's play of Tavares. Grant Wolfram is the new pitcher.
Bit him,
Yeah.
and had to let go of it.
Would have been a little on the nose for tonight. 1-2 coming. It's David Attenborough. 2-2. Fan position. Like you could Major League rule changes though. Box. There's a base. Let's take a look at our coldest moment of the night, brought to you by Yale. The squirrel, my dog, is going nuts. Ball one to Jeremiah Jackson. Goes. He's got no chance. Good. Now the first base.
The flag was kind of trying to help it a little bit.
In the 7th. First will go to third. Torres will come into play second defensively in the 8th.
And getting lefties out. Lefties hitting over 300. Change up into those 6 pitches. Just like Bradish. No change up.
Then make Figer Law your first call. Figer Law. All
the Orioles with the lead over the Tigers. Grant Wolfram to Riley Green. Oh, and 2. Down low center, Cowser. Paul Calvert gets a topper, third base. Tiger of the day. And an 8-5, 3.5 back of Cleveland for the final wild card spot.
On his last time out, Picked up the loss on that Lofton home run on six. Had been getting.
The Orioles catcher Trump has time, regathers, and Trump. Cincinnati were postponed, so they're going to play a Coney on the hill for Cleveland, and Chase Burns, who's had a marvelous season. Cincinnati has 49 wins. He's got a quarter of their wins.
Was first.
Colton Cowser's first at bat of the night, freed a 3-run first inning, including a Braden Montgomery RBI triple. Good job, Paz. Looking
Workers and stadium workers.
Well, speaking of that, think of Walter, who gathered those sunglasses, or at least they tell me.
2-0 on Alonso. That's
Go up and try to capture him the way they capture a squirrel.
The skunk in a stairwell. Cornered it and took care of it. And
Get Alonso to pop up. I know after that walk.
runner goes. Henderson takes. Cowser to set. One. Here we go.
Oh, there'll be names for that squirrel.
Cowser hopping off his second base. Not pay as much attention, but then our wall side windows pitching change is Kittredge, a high leverage arm. And he missed with that one.
Base 3 times, a couple of hits and a walk.
Alleyway into right center, and then Cowser. One down, how you lead. It's a great point, Dan. Cowser is covered.
But I mean, at this time of year, I mean, you know, you're fighting tooth and just think that some of these guys are going to be down tomorrow. Looked like it just popped out of Trump. They pass ball.
They're going to say wild pitch, but I agree with you, Dan. 2-2, set up way outside.
Gets the big strikeout of how you lead.
First one. Ball. Short. Holiday leaves it. With a chance to dance. Hopefully it's still a 3-run game is what.
One of those game-changing swings.
32-year-old right-hander. Two. Full count to Ward, who's been an on-base machine for Baltimore.
I definitely was not the valedictorian.
Look who's here, by the way, Jackson Jobe.
Yeah.
Getting
The road, but talking about him hitting triple digits.
Torres to flip, McGonigal to turn.
See if we can get Jackson Holiday out. Up off the night with a big fly.
2-3 double play in the third as well. Eventful night. Waggis back to Holiday.
Wait.
On 1 and 2. Yanni, he will try to close it out for the Baltimore Orioles. First pitch. He's got 4 saves, Dan, in his career. Oh, and 2. 1 and 2 from Garcia to Vierling. Fifth up in the inning.
There for a while. Worked that.
0-2.
That
2-2 again.
4-seam fastball again, up by 3 runs. McGonigal cannot believe it. And I thought it was high too, and he
Number 2. Now it's up to Dingler to keep this game going.
Green using on McGonigal and has been very, very sure.
2-0. 2-1. So on the run after a promising start to that Kansas City series.